Be quiet, boy. Get out of my face. Okay, that'll work too.
Oh, I just need to sit it where. Oh Lord, you don't want to see that. Can you see my whole face? Yeah. No, we're not. Okay. Good, good. Here. All right, there we go.
Now you're clear. I can see your beautiful
Yay.
face.
Yes. I'm trying my glasses on. I did not put any makeup on. I've just been
I
running.
didn't put anything on. I was in practice.
Yeah, like I literally left and the time, oh my goodness, traffic was horrible. Like traffic is usually not that bad in Birmingham,
Oh,
but
traffic here is stupid.
yeah. And I know, y'all used to it. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was just like,
I
this
always
is
tell people like if you can't find an alternate direction, then you're the reason we have traffic issues.
uh,
You shouldn't live here. There's
oh yeah.
alternate ways.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm like, let me just stay in my area, stay in my little it's not country out here, but my little small city.
I
Good.
see.
Okay, so I pulled up your your nice event flyer, just your information. Um and so we could just introduce ourselves. So you wanna start?
No, you start.
Oh man, okay.
You
So
start.
so I'm Lee Andrea Anderson Tolbert. I am the founder and lead instructor of Try Cheer Birmingham. So right now we are basically a a company where we actually go out to schools, we do private lessons. We are trying to expand into the Stomp and Shake field as far as competitive cheerleading in that area, bring the Stomp and Shake field down south to Alabama. So that is our goal, and I am head coach at a local high school out here. So usually when I'm at practice, that's practicing with. But yes, I've cheered since 2000, 2006. Over,
Oh, you're
dang,
so
I'm old.
young. You make
Over
me
10
feel so
years.
old.
Yeah, I started cheering in middle school, and then I started cheering in middle school. I did gymnastics and just kind of made that transition. Um, but yeah, so I went to a local high school out here in Birmingham and went to Tuskegee. I went to school in Kentucky for 1 year before that. So I cheered at a PWI and at a HBCU. I graduated from the illustrious Tuskegee University back in 2018. So yeah, so now I am
Way beyond
back home.
below me. I was just at homecoming. I went to Tuskegee University as well, but like O1
What?
class O1.
Oh no, no, no. Wait, no. Wait,
Yes, ma'am. So back it up. That's so when you said 2018, I'm like, oh, this is a baby.
did you cheer at
This
Tuskegee?
is I did not cheer. I was on Golden Essence.
Okay,
I was
'cause I was
next.
about to be mad because I was just like,
No, I didn't cheer. The reason I didn't cheer it was because it was a big difference for me. So
yeah.
cheering as we know it now has evolved a lot for us. And we're busting glass ceilings that were created. When
Hmm.
I cheered, I was out of 20 cheerleaders, I was one of the black out of two.
Yep.
And so when I went to the HBCU, I didn't understand stump and clap. I didn't understand the stump and shake type. You know, I didn't understand any of that. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I want to do something. So I did
Mhm.
Golden Egg. I did the dance team instead of cheering. But now stump and shake is like a movement, you know what I'm saying, as well
Yeah.
as your traditional types cheer. So I mean, it's groundbreaking on both ends now. So
Mm.
especially
Well,
for
now
us.
that I figured out your family, I'm happy. Oh my goodness. Well, I was out there with
That's why I said
alumni
I had to get
cheerleaders.
on this
They
call.
were,
When I got your
yes.
email, I told somebody, I said, I
Okay.
have to get on the call. I said, I have to stop practicing. I have to get on
Yes.
the call. I said, she went to Tuskegee.
Yes.
I have to get on the call. But
Mhm.
let me go.
Awesome.
So CAO Elite started many years ago. This is our 19th season. Um,
Oh,
and the idea of the combine, the cheer combine, came from, we do this. CLA is a group of um, Cheerleaders Alliance group. It's a black gym owners organization. Came up with Rocket Camp, and that's where every summer we get together and do like a hot shot camp. We've done it in Maryland twice. We went to Chicago this year, and last year we hosted it here in Atlanta. So it's a camaraderie of black owned, pretty much women in a group, and we come together and we sit down and we created this Rocket Camp. But along with that, we create other things, like Veronica Burton has now created Cheer Coming, which is a cheer competition that is being hosted in, I think, North Carolina this year. Is it North Carolina? I'm not sure if it's North Carolina or Maryland, but either it's up there. And I was like, well, we have the Rocket on lock. We have Rocket Camp on lock. We have now Cheer Coming, which is a black-owned cheer competition, because there's not many of us that, you know, host
mhm.
and produce competitions and of the caliber of where we would go to NCA or UCA or, you know, an athletic championship. So then I was like, we're watching our kids and parents sacrifice all this money for all-star cheerleading. Where is the return? And I need to ensure that there's some kind of return however I can. Now, can I give them money in my pocket? No. But can I create this platform that I have to create something where the underrepresented athletes have a place to come and showcase their skills that they worked out? Because I believe, and I don't care if this, what they call it, anti-Semitic, Black girls are powerful and powerhouses and so much just strong. And once we get them to understand their strength, build that confidence, and teach them the correct technique and form of their skills, we are unstoppable. Unstoppable. So I wanted a platform for them. All of this money that these parents are investing into this sport, let's have a platform where, or a place where they can come back, showcase these skills to these HBCUs, these colleges, these universities, starting with us. Now, am I wiping out the PWIs? No, it's PWIs, right? Am I wiping them out? No, I'm not. They're more than invited. Everybody's invited to come. But I believe, like the great Deion Sanders say, we should play for us. And I think that when I talk to Tennessee State, Justin at Tennessee State, and when I talk to Floyd at Southern University, they are very open into filtering out of the all-star programs and the all-star gyms and building strong programs, because these kids are training up, so they don't want to go somewhere where they can't use these skills that they worked so many years. I have girls that's been in my programs for 11 plus years. They're graduating out next year, you know, and they're looking at these colleges that are coming and they're making decisions now. They want to continue to utilize that. And we also want those HBCU programs to be just as strong as and prominent as your cheer strings or your Cali. We want our, and when we look at colleges, your Navarros and your Louisvilles, we
Mhm.
want our HBCU colleges to be able to run neck and neck with that. And why can't we filter our skills into those schools instead of going, you know what I'm saying? Going to, let us go to
Yeah.
Southern and Xavier and Morehouse. Let us go cheer there.
Mhm.
Why do you have to go somewhere else? Now, it's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm pro HBCU, but it's nothing wrong if you choose something else. So that's why I said the door is not shut, but this is a platform for the underrepresented to just be seen, heard. These colleges are so excited to be here. Some of them are even saying they want to offer something right on the spot for tryouts and in placements and scholarships, setting up tours. They are excited for this opportunity, and I thank God for the plan. You know, I've been in this 19 years. 19 years. CAO has done a lot. We've done a lot of things historically. You know, we're the first gym to win back to back. No, we swept Summit. We were the first to sweep Summit. We were the first to get a Herky High Point out of NCA. So we've done a lot of things. We have the rings and we have the titles. But now it's time, now that I'm getting older in this, it's time, and you settle, and you just like drinking wine, you settle and you pay attention to what the need is. Okay, I have to do more than win. I have to be more than just cheer. What am I feeding back? And now that I have a program that is, these girls are throwing double fulls and stuff, I have to feed that into something else. And all of this work that they've laid out and all of the sacrifice their parents have made, there has to be something next level for them. And I got to ensure that. So if I'm going to ensure it for mine, I want to ensure it for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's the
That's
word.
perfect.
That's the word. We can do the benediction.
That's pretty much all we need to know. Because I promise you, like, that's how it was with me. Like, because I went to high school at a suburban
Right.
high school. Um, I think we had maybe 4 black girls on the squad. Um, but that was like the most they had at that time anyway. I think they still don't even have more than 5 on a team of like 20 plus girls. And I wanted that HBCU experience, even though I went to a PWI first. I still wanted that experience, and it was different. But when I was in school, and now I feel older, I just didn't know. Like I was like, I want to cheer at a HBCU. Like this is different, but I was just like, how am I gonna get those skills? Like, who
Right.
does that? Like, of course, down in 2013, I had my Southern. I had Grambling. I had Arkansas Pine Bluff, but I was not a co-ed girl.
Right.
I was never
Right.
a co-ed.
Everybody's not a co-ed girl. Right.
Squad. What all girl squad like could I do? And now like you're bringing that out so people can know, because I know girls to this day that they still have that connotation, that negative connotation of HBCUs. And I
Right.
still I'm one of those people that still fight it like, hey, no. Like I can tell you from my perspective, like I never was around that environment. But going to an HBCU changed my life. Cheering at an HBCU changed my life. Like that's why I do what I do.
Me too. Right. Me too.
Yeah. I
It was
took,
a different
that
world for
also.
real. It was
Yeah.
so a different world
Yeah.
for real. And you
Yeah.
know what? Being that I was in a white high school, I have to say that. When I went to Tuskegee and I walked the yard for the first time, I remember telling my parents, I cannot believe y'all deprived me of this all these years of my life. Like, I should have been with my people a long time ago. There is
Mm-hmm.
nothing like that experience. Nothing. Nothing.
Yes. And what changes, like, because I know, like I said, back when 2013, I think it was some show that was on MTV, and that's when I was like, oh, HBCUs have cheer teams. I saw Arkansas Pine Bluff. It was like the
Yes.
Paula Abdul show, and Arkansas Pine Bluff was on there. I was like, oh my God, they're amazing. And that opened my eyes to HBCUs, and they offer something that I love doing. So, what changes have you seen um, between like when you were in school and HBCU cheer till today? Because now, like, I am starting to see that those all-star girls starting to kind of migrate away and actually start going. But like, what else have you seen?
Well, first off, like I told you, like Tuskegee was more, it was a mixture of traditional and stump and shake. But what I have noticed over the years, especially because we have fed girls into Georgia State, even your Georgia Southerns, even your what's another one? Alabama State. But what I have noticed the difference between that is from then to now, when I talk to Tennessee State or when I'm talking to Southern University, they are preparing for NCAA. That conversation was never had when I was in school. That wasn't even a thought of competing and going to the college nationals. That wasn't even a thing. But now it is, and everybody is gunning for that. I mean, look at what they did last season. When they went out there, FAMU showed up, Tennessee State showed up, Southern University, all of these people, they showed up at NCAA. When I was in school, it was not even a thought. It wasn't a thought.
Oh, yeah.
Not for my school, maybe somebody else. But then what I am learning also is that's a more traditional style. Those traditional teams are going to those things. But then we see mostly, is it the MEAC? The MEAC is like the stump and shake, and it is amazing. Like I couldn't keep
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I probably wouldn't even made one of
they're
those
still a
teams.
competition.
You know, I probably wouldn't have made one of those teams. But it's so great that we can offer both of those, because really when I'm going through the registrations now, it's girls that have experience. I even received the email from a young lady that is at a PWI like you, and she's transferring out to HBCU, and she wanted to make sure, hey, can I still come even though I went to this school before? Can I still come to the combine? Yes, you can still come to the combine. Yes, girl, bring your skills, bring your body, bring your face, bring you to this combine. But like, it's so great that it's two different things that we can now offer, because like, she can do her skills. And then it's that girl over here that probably doesn't know what a double full is, but can probably stomp and shake you and jump you and dance you and everything out of the world over here. So we have these two different things that we can offer. So there's something for everybody, you know, and I think that's the beauty. It's not like, oh, I can't compete because I don't have this, you know, and I think that they're HBCUs are doing a beautiful thing at being able to say, hey, yes, for this, you have to have tumbling. Yes, you have to know this. But over here on this side, long as you have this experience, it's beautiful. So it's you know, the girls have options. The girls have options.
Yeah. They love to say Black people are not a monolith. We have everything. We do
Yes, we
everything.
creative, baby. We
Yes,
creative.
because I have girls who never cheered a day in their life, but baby, when I
Right.
teach them a stomp and shake cheer, baby, they will be the main ones jumping out the
Damn.
window. They can fly, they butts off. I'm like, okay,
Right.
I never would assume that. Now this goes into what you were saying about competition. Now, do you in this we'll get back on the combine, but and I think some of these schools can answer that question. Do you ever see them possibly moving into the UCA space?
You
Because I know I see a lot of HBCUs doing NCA.
Woo! UCA is,
I
yeah,
don't know.
UCA college is huge. That's your Kentucky's,
Oh,
yeah. I
but I
mean,
feel like they could if they. I feel like some people could. Like it probably would be a
I
little.
think we whatever we want to do, we can.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is this first step that we're taking here, this combine. We need to feed these skills that we're creating. Like, kids are still here. It's 9:20 here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's kids still in this gym working. That's the kind of stuff we need to feed into these programs. Like the Morehouse coach, the Morehouse cheer coach, Destiny, is a parent here at CAO. So like,
Okay.
she gets firsthand to see what's going on here, and the girls love that, you know, that they can come to her, ask her questions about cheering at a HBCU. But I think once we can feed into the programs and get back and make it this almost this cycle, combine, come recruit, come get your kids, turn in your paperwork, get the skills, set up the tour. Let's go. Here's the financial aid. Let's go. Go cheer. Come back. We do the recycle again. We cycle again. Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, let's just keep feeding into the wheel and making it work for us. Making it work for us. Like, I ain't been going 19 seasons from changing every season. I don't change every season. You know what I'm saying? We just continue to tweak. And so this is the first one. Is it going to be perfect? No. But I tell you, we're going to put on production and it's going to be great and everybody's going to have a great time and people are going to get what they need. And then next year, it's going to be the same thing. And we're going to grow a little more. And I think what you're asking, UCA, NCA, will be more in the vision, because some of us are dreamers and we see that. Some of us are still thinking small. But once you can actually put your hands on these kids that want it, and it's feet and writing is being laid to you right here, I think these coaches are going to take it and run with it.
Yeah. So that's what
parents right here.
But that's my thing. Like, you know, like you said, just kind of getting, once we actually open our eyes to see everything that's around us, that's when things change. That's when things grow.
I agree.
With that, how many schools? I know you kind of y'all keep up with how many schools are going to be there. How many schools y'all got right now?
Woo!
I know we got December.
Let's do a roll call. Can we do a roll call, Kia? Look, I have the team around me. My team is around me right now. We got communications on here. She's giving the hearts and the stuff. But we have the team, Kiki and Dakia, that handles all of the registrations and the teams and the athletes. But right now, I don't want to give a number. She had it pulled up on this laptop. Let me just try to name some until she come in here. We have Southern University. We have Tennessee State. We have Edward Waters. We have Florida Memorial. We have Morgan State University. We have Xavier University. We have Alabama State University. We have Morehouse College. That was 9. We almost there. She unlocking now. We have Stillman College. Yeah. I said them. We have North Carolina A&T. How could I not? I said Florida Memorial. So, and then we have, I know in the pocket that said that they're coming. I need y'all stuff. Clark Atlanta University. And I'm waiting to hear something back from FAMU. And Jackson State. Yeah. So what we did was, when we did the registration for the kids, we wanted their top 3. And so when we sat down and we looked through the top 3, we go after. We have a team that just goes after those top 3 to make sure that those people are in the building. And most of them have said something. So this is a call out. You don't mind me calling them out. This is a call out for FAMU, Clark, and Jackson State. Children are asking for you. We need y'all to fill your stuff out and come on through. Send somebody, a representative, an alumni cheerleader that's here in the Atlanta area. Send somebody so you can have some representation here in the building.
Yes. And I have some people in my I might have to, when's the deadline if there's any schools, or whenever I send this out to some of my connections at some of these schools.
And I'm really upset that Tuskegee hasn't responded.
I'll talk.
I was going to jump down there when they was running down the hill. I was going to jump over the fence and trip all of them up and be like, where's she at?
We were too tired.
I heard the cheer director is the same person that when I was there.
Maybe. I'll talk to her. I'll see.
Please.
Yeah,
please.
There's so many alum out there in that area. Even if she can't go, like
and I fed two into that program. Jordan is one who's the captain there now, and Doreen Wilson was there. Doreen, she probably cheered with you, or she might right before you, but she came out of CAO. So yeah, they need to.
Let me. I'm a shooter of text and remind her and just tell her, because they got a team on them this year. I'm proud. I'm very proud from when I was there. Now, yeah. So there's some Alabama schools that to be contenders, I'm just gonna have to remind them, like, hey.
Yeah, Alabama State signed up.
You don't want to get lost.
Why Alabama State signed up before Tuskegee signed up? But the Kia, that's a part of the registration and the logistics of the whole thing, is Alabama State alum. So she over here doing a GS.
Okay.
She said, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you need?
Yeah.
Tuskegee.
Oh
What do we
yeah,
need
that's
from representation?
Joey.
Step over for the camera. We have a question. Can we answer that question down there?
Yes, that's
We need
Joey.
a
I love Joey.
coach. We need a coach. We need a program coordinator. We need the communications. We need an alum that can feed into the program and has all of the information and can provide answers to questions that the children, that the athletes may have, that can offer information about signing up, tryouts, registrations, requirements. That's what we need. So come on, hit the link in the website and register.
Please.
Yes.
So the link
Yes.
register is a registration link for the schools and a registration link for the athletes.
Yeah.
So the athletes, you know,
It's
we asked
in your DM, Tuskegee.
It's in the DM, Tuskegee. Yeah, I sent them one too.
And they probably don't check that.
She said
Well,
they
they
ain't gonna
checked it, but no, that ain't gonna get the yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Joey can do that, and then I'll do it too. I'll remind because yeah,
Oh,
we know folks.
awesome. And I have to shout
Yep.
out because you said that. I need to shout out Thrive Spirit. Thrive Spirit is powering this. So we partner with her and her team that's going to actually do the materials for the combine. And we have some NFL players that are coming through to do the workouts and the conditioning for the combine. So yeah, it's gonna be a great time. A great time. You coming?
So my plan, I have to talk because I'm gonna have to talk to some cheer coaches out here in Birmingham because honestly, I would probably get some of them kids because some kids, from my experience, they do not know how to. They can't get there as far as like a parent driving them. So I'm gonna talk to some coaches to see if they have any kids that are interested in maybe like getting a bus or something like that and traveling down there all together as far as Birmingham City and if there's some in the county too. Because like I said, I try to work with the city because they're, they need the help more than the county does. The county probably knows. But yes, I would love to go. I know they were saying like no coaches, so I was like, dang it.
Because I need them to know who the person is. Y'all want to meet the person that's over the registrations? Then make sure that everything, and she be bossing us around all the time. Really, I'm just the idea. And this is Kiki. Kiki makes sure everything works and functions and bosses me, the kid, and everybody else around. Like, yeah.
Gotta keep them in check.
You run the show.
So registrations and school information and all this stuff comes through her. Then her and Takia, when y'all see those posts and stuff, Takia filters it out and makes sure everything is up, all of the questions and answers. Then we have Samaria that does the communications that talk to you to set this up. She's on here right now and has the press release and everything because right now we do need sponsors. We're trying to do amazing bags for these kids. So food sponsors, anything, because they're not coming out. Once they come into to our facility, it's we take care of you, and we're not reaching in your pocket anymore or anything like that. From lunch to the rooter to the tutor, we got you covered. So anybody that wants to, hey, she's saying hey. So sponsors as well.
Yeah.
Get that email. Is the email on there? A message. DM us. DM us.
So, hey, I can come. I was just trying to, because I know coaches don't. They're like, coaches, this is not for you. And I was like, no, like, I just want to walk with them. I want to filter some in, and I know
bring
some
your
kids,
athletes from the high school, and you.
I'm gonna just pull some kids. I'm gonna talk to the local coaches.
There you
go. I'm just like, hey.
Spirit was gonna pull some hours and go take them somewhere just to check some stuff out. So yes, take your kids.
Oh wow, you have someone coming from New York, okay?
All the way from New York, yes, New York, and you're welcome to Atlanta. You're not gonna want to go back to New York. Okay, so they're telling me we have New York, we have Detroit, we have Chicago, Alabama. We got Mississippi. I know we have a Texas because she emailed me every other day. So
let's try to see. I'm gonna try to see. We can pull some California.
Yes, coaches are encouraged to come. Thrive Spirit is on there saying that these children are loud. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Oh, Philly, I'm fine.
Florida.
Yeah.
How we forget Florida? Thunder.
Yeah.
Yes, Florida. So we're excited. And And we're excited because this is a step. And guess what?
Mhm.
I don't know nothing. I don't know how to stop. So you just take this step, and
Yes.
it's just gonna keep getting bigger, and it's gonna keep getting better because I'm a perfectionist at the end of the day, and it gotta look a certain way, it gotta be a certain way, it gotta deliver a certain way. And I'm gonna ensure with every fiber in me that it does that. And I got an amazing team that's gonna make sure, and we're gonna take care of these kids.
Yes.
Because I think we lose sight of that. And I think a lot of gym owners lose sight of that. Once their kids age out, it's like, okay, we appreciate you. Thank you. Job well done. Bye. No. Let's get them to the next phase. If we're saying we're creating and producing these great adults beyond cheer, let's go ahead and ensure that we see them out the way, get them into a space where they can continue that growth that we provided.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Any
Oh,
HBCU that has not registered, please register. These kids
yes.
want to see
Because I
you.
don't want to call people out, but I'm gonna just send this video to people. I'm like, hey,
Thank
here
you.
before I call up here. Before I
I
call,
appreciate you.
you got the
I
honor
appreciate
code.
you reaching out and asking us to do this too.
Yes. And oh, there was another question. Oh my gosh, and it was a good one. What would you tell girls or kids that are interested in coming? Like, what would you tell them to kind of work on now? But they have December. They have until December. What would you say? Because of course, each individual school has their recommendations or what you need to have, like your eligibility.
Okay.
What would you say?
Eligibility, we have like the little question answer. We have the little snippets for each college, what they require. So make
Mhm.
sure that you read the college that's on your top choices. You read their little snippets of what they require. So let that be your basis. But for me as a coach, the first thing is fundamentals. Make sure your fundamentals are down. I don't care if you ain't got nothing but a cartwheel or a round off. Make sure your fundamentals and you're technically sound. Get in the mirror, go through those motions. Everybody wants the basics. Nobody wants to teach anyone the basics at this point. You should, at this level, you should know the basics. So make sure those things are clean and ready to go. But if I want to go along the lines of what I'm seeing as I'm going through the registration, every school wants someone with the minimum of a back handspring. Am I correct? The minimum of a back handspring. So get in the gym, start working on that because that's the minimum. That doesn't mean just because you have that, you're going to make that team. So let's push beyond that. But I say make sure that you're fundamentally sound because sometimes you don't necessarily have to have the skills. If you have great technique, you might not have the best tumbling, but they would still choose you. You got the grades to back it up. You got the attitude. Because guess what? The hardest thing to coach is kids that don't have the work ethic or the drive or the discipline. So that stuff, I tell my kids all the time, that stuff starts with your mom. Like I can't, that starts at your house, in your household. So you have to have those things because that makes you a coachable athlete and you want to be coachable because that's when people will take you and give you scholarship monies and things like that. So just make sure you're fundamentally and technically sound. If you're not working out, work out because baby, you're gonna be in here conditioning, and then you don't want to get that attitude because you're so tired and out of breath, and then they see
Mhm.
that. So make sure that basic stuff is taken care of.
Yes, yes, yes.
Please be
Because
coachable. TSU said, please be coachable. Yes, be coachable.
and I
Amen.
saw Thrive was saying stunting. So will there be stunting at the combine? Will y'all be putting groups together and stunt? Okay, cool.
Yes, I believe there's
Co-ed,
going to be a
female, all
separation.
girls.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Kaylin, in the bottom. Kaylin is Star Spirit. There's going to be a session for co-ed, and then there's going to be all girls, so they can see both. It will be both elements, so they can choose and pick from both. And we
Okay.
did ask on the athlete survey where their base, what position base flies, as well as the highest level of skills that they have. So the coaches will have this in hand where when they're looking at an athlete, they can see those things. And hopefully they match up with what they see in person with what the kids have written on the application. Both,
And
she said
we're
both co-ed
dead
and
mat, right?
individual.
Are we on
We
dead
are
mat?
dead mat. So our facility is nice and you know, it's spacious. We are on deck floor. We know there's some things where kids probably feel more comfortable, especially coming from All Star. They need to probably warm up on a spring floor. We have 2 spring floors here as well. So 2 gym areas, so they will have enough time to warm up and do whatever they need to do. But mostly the tumbling skills and things will take place on the deck floor because that's collegiate. That's
Yeah,
collegiate.
I had to throw that in there because I know there's going to be some people that will be like, well, I'm used to spring floor. Well, baby, this ain't what
This
you used
ain't
to, baby.
it. And listen,
You,
and if I
you
had
got
more grass
grass.
outside, I should make them go outside in the grass because it happens in the grass as well.
When I tell you grass, well, turf is
Well, I tell my
that'll,
kids all the time, if you can't do it on the ground, then you don't got the skills. So get back in the gym and
yep,
keep
or
working.
basketball or basketball gym floor, because
Right.
that's what I tried out on. Oh,
What's the love? We gotta go back to practice before I hear my choreographer is coming. There you go.
oh,
My choreographer calling. I gotta snatch her. I'm sorry.
okay.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna let Kiki go over some things at the end. Here he comes. This is the choreographer job.
Hello, she got to go. We got things to do.
Look how she looking. He's like, listen.
That's trash, y'all.
It's trash, y'all.
It was candy in there.
There's no candy. There's only healthy snacks in the coach's lounge.
Well, let's get these then. Look at this.
I'm so sorry. Is this ghetto?
Oh no,
It's not ghetto,
no.
but you know what? Your opening is amazing.
Look, bye, coach. I have to go because the
I
choreographer's
love
here.
you. Nice to meet you.
Right.
I'm gonna turn it over to the registration crew. Come on.
Okay, while she's going, questions, comments, concerns regarding registration, sign up. I'm gonna just quick.
I went to that line.
So you can buy tickets online for the athletes. They can buy tickets all the way up until they come to the door. Tickets are currently $85 per athlete. If you buy your ticket at the door, it's $100. But you can buy your tickets online on the website. So it's 2 separate links. You'll see one link that says registration, one link that says purchase. You have to do both. And you can, once you register, you'll start getting our emails. You'll start getting to different communication. So you'll have all your information for it. And then the same thing for the schools. There's not really a deadline. The schools we will put a deadline to as it comes closer, just so we can kind of tally up what we have, make sure we have enough room, because we want to make room for they're going to have opportunities to set up tables, to pass out information or things of that nature. But on the website, they can register at the top. It'll say register today. The website is HBCUcombine.com. And they can go on the website to register for both schools and athletes.
Okay. And someone asked, should the athletes wear a certain color T-shirt and shorts? So
You'll give
they're
the athletes
dress
a
code.
shirt to wear that day, because what we're going to do is we're going to create profiles for each of the athletes, so your shirt will match your profile, so that the coach doesn't have to keep saying, what's your name? What school do you go to? Where did you come from? So you'll have a shirt that matches your profile with your number, and your number will be connected to your profile for the schools. Shorts, just something to tumble in, not a specific color, not a specific thing. Most people just wear black.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hair in a certain way, all the way up, back, out your face.
Of course. Anytime, just as if you were going to a tryout. You don't come to tryouts with beads and braids, long down, and you can't tumble it. You
When
can't.
I tell you things that I've seen in my life within this past year, things I've seen. Can we go with our hair down? No. How are you gonna stunt? Okay, mental health college, yes, definitely. And they're gonna talk about all that stuff, and they can ask the individual colleges about some of their um things, and you'll have time for them to walk around and talk to colleges almost like a fair, correct?
Yes. So they'll still be able to interact with the coaches. The athletes will have time to interact with the coaches. The coaches will interact with them throughout, just to kind of get a better perspective and picture of the athletes. So get a full service picture.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Try to see. And do they need headshots? That's another one. Like headshots or anything
Right
like
now,
that.
we don't have. That's not a requirement. No.
Okay. Perfect. Good. All righty then. Is there anything that you like frequently asked questions that most people get? So when I
We post most
out.
as we start the questions, we'll post them on our social media so that people can kind of reference there. We keep up to date on there. We also like to say, if you want to, showcase that you're working. Just today, we just shared something about a youth working, and we want to support you even before you get here. So tag us, share it. We'll be able to share it. But if you have any questions, feel free to send a DM or send an email, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. Awesome. Well, okay, they need to bring a
No,
resume.
they don't need to bring a resume.
Or, well, since it's a combine, they don't need to bring film either, since they'll be able to see
No.
them in person.
Yes.
This is
And when
perfect,
they
y'all.
register, that's their resume. We ask them everything from what's your SAT score, your PSAT, your ACT, what are your grades, what's your GPA. So we have a full profile of the youth when they register.
And just throw that out there. Make sure that y'all have y'all GPAs and y'all ACT scores together. Some people try to go to Xavier and they ain't got the scores. Xavier is cool and all, but remember what schools got certain standards. Academics is first. You're a student athlete, you're a student first. High school coaches allowed to attend. Yes, high school coaches can attend, but then how much will it be? Yes.
So the coaches, if you have an athlete that is here registered from your program, you can't come attend to be a spectator, but just spectate to support, because we know that support makes a difference when it comes to the athletes, and the coaches know how to work with their athletes. They know how to support them from afar. So if you have an athlete that's attending from your program, you can come. You just come and you just spectate and be on the sidelines.
Yes. Awesome. Alrighty then. Well, if there's any questions, y'all know how to get in contact with them. Can y'all give the website, again, your social media handles, even though it's kind of on here, but still just kind of throw those out there so people can contact you all.
The handle and the website are the same. They are www.cheerhbcucombine.com, and then all of our handles are the same, Cheer HBCU Combine.
Awesome. And this is on Instagram. Y'all have Instagram? Do y'all have Facebook or no?
No,
just
we
Instagram
just have
for your social
Instagram
media.
and our website. So we operate there, and email marketing and communication.
Okay. Awesome. So yes, if there's any more questions directed to them, if y'all direct questions to me, people from like the Birmingham area, y'all can just direct some questions to me, and then I can figure out about getting everyone together from the Birmingham Metro and getting us down. It'll be easier for us to get down there and save us some money. All righty then.
Yes.
Well, thank you then.
It's
nice meeting you all.
Same here. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
And who's the Alabama State person?
Me.
I guess nice meeting you too. It's all love.
Listen, everybody didn't make great decisions to go to the illustrious Alabama State University. Everybody can't be a Hornet. I understand. It's okay. Love you.
That's my mom. She's a Hornet. Yeah.
She made great decisions.
All righty then. Well, thank you all.
You're welcome.
Wait, I think I got a question. They're just saying how will everything look, tumbling, conditioning, stunting, lunch. Well, is that all online as well?
Yes, so for every school, the requirement that they have, the prerequisites that every school has, we posted with their post. So
I mean, like as far as the like the itinerary for the day, is that on the website?
We are not releasing the full itinerary just yet, element of surprise, but they will be going through tumbling, they'll be going through stunting, they'll be going through conditioning, the whole package.
Okay. Cool. All right, then. Well, yes, that answered that question. And they said thank you, and I thank you. I thank you for that as well.
All right.
For having this event. This is perfect for us.
Thank you. We'll see everybody later. Bye.
All right.